hand sanitizer before the pandemic.
Oh, you know the sex of the baby.
Yeah.
But you're gonna be like, oh,
So you don't want the same one? I'm spitting out bare K. How many versions of K? It's a racist thing now, bare K. When someone comes and gives you unwarranted advice, how do you feel? Do you like it? Does anybody like
mind
it?
your business.
Warn them. Don't touch anything. Don't ask me for nothing. Don't. You see, behave yourself.
There was a
As soon as you get in the shop, he's like, oh, Mum, I love this. Oh my gosh, can I have one? How much is this? I've never tasted this before. And you're telling me something. Tell the kids. Tell the kids.
Yeah, but if they actually told your kid, but you know.
Don't tell my kid nothing. Yes. So man, don't be. So just shush. Look me in my eye. Man will trap you. I'm your good sis K. This is Deep It, and I'm here with my gal Yamina, talking about mummy struggles. So we're gonna run through a couple of them. I know a lot of you can relate, so a lot of you sent in some pointers that we're gonna touch on today, and we're gonna tell the truth. We're not gonna water it down. We want you who don't have kids yet to know what they didn't tell us. Let's get into it. The first one, as the beginning of the story, is the pregnancy. What did it feel like when your water was broken, and did you know what was about to happen or happened?
Yeah, but you know what? I want to add to that because I heard that it doesn't just break like how it is on TV, it's continuous.
That wasn't continuous. As soon as it broke, the water didn't stop. It just kept coming down. Like there was just so much water.
I only had one because 2 of mine out of the 10 were C-sections. So I only had 1 natural. And you know what? Let me give you the story for this now. Yeah. So Ras was in the labour ward. Yeah. Ras is trying to have a natural birth. This lady come up to Ras and was like, I'm just gonna check how much centimeters you're dilating. So I'm like, vulnerable, innit?
Yeah, you just were.
Yeah. Zoom. They started twisting. And I was like, what's happening? It was horrible.
Oh,
Then she moved her hand, yeah. When she moved her hand, it was like, shh, shh, shh. Then I got up to get to the bathroom. Shh. Hey, the whole thing was, I didn't know if I should be traumatized because I was a waterfall or because the woman just twisted and talking about that. Hey.
Yeah, no.
That's how I talk about pregnancy. It's horrible.
That's how
it's traumatic. Triggered. I don't remember what she looked like because I was on the, did you get there? Oh my God.
It was, at first I didn't get sick though. Yeah, at first I didn't like it. Didn't like it. Then I got the Breastfeeding, then it made me fall asleep, and it's like, you can't sleep.
So which one's that? The injection?
The injection in your leg.
Okay.
I didn't get the back one. Epidural, I keep hearing too much stories about that, so I just stay away from that.
Wait, tell us about your one because I've never heard of anything.
What, Breastfeeding? Alright, Breastfeeding, yeah, they basically, they inject you in the leg. Then it's like, it just makes you tired. I just kept falling asleep. But they're telling me, oh, you can't sleep. You can't
drowsy.
Sleep. But bro, how am I meant to not sleep if you've given me something that's making me drowsy?
And they want you to have the energy to be pushing.
Oh, go and walk around the ward. How?
Man's
I'm tired. My body's on some.
Not ready.
Like, I'm not on it, like, kind of thing. So...
There's a C-section, there's a natural birth. I'm glad I got to experience a natural birth. Because it's very like, for me, spiritually it's different.
Definitely.
When they lay you down, there's only so much magic you can have. You're just there like feeling the, you can feel it, you know. You can't feel any pain, but you can feel somebody like dragging your stomach like this.
I've never really heard the stories, boy. Was it that bad?
So they basically tell you, sit down and tell you, hey, don't move, because if this thing touches your spine, you're paralyzed forever. So you're like, already, hey.
The epidural.
Yeah. But the worst part about it for me is that the 6 weeks to 8 weeks after, you're so vulnerable, you cannot do much. Like I couldn't really walk. Like when I would go to lie down, it would be an issue just to get in my bed. Fully dependent now. If my kid needs me, I can't even. You see, like if one of them fall over, I can't jump up and go to them. Yeah. But my sister will probably tell you it was more traumatic for her than it was for me.
Butters.
Yeah. See, she was disgusted. She was disgusted though. She was a runner.
The same thing. It wasn't bad, but she says the same thing.
So she was there for your birth as well. Yeah.
Oh my God, how did I come in to see all of this? Well,
my sister's there though. I'm leaving. When you see a pregnant woman, lower.
Yeah.
First of all, gas her up, Tell her she looks amazing. Tell her she's doing well for nothing. Just walking, yeah?
Did anybody ever put their hands on your bum that didn't know you?
Don't do that. Don't put your hand on the bum. Don't put your hand on the bum.
Yeah, I feel like it's
disrespect.
It's disrespectful, but I feel like it's more spiritual as well. You touching me, there's some energy.
Connection.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch the baby.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if you're. Yeah, don't know your intention.
Did
you hands? Don't.
Did you guys have it? Did anybody try it with any of your pregnancies?
People
do it,
but you just have to tell them that.
Do you know it's the elders where you can't say nothing because they come with their 2 hands like, oh, trying to bless your kids, and you're like, auntie.
Yeah, you take it from the elders.
Just hold it. This good baby, I'm trying to grow, and you're trying to be in there. You don't know your energy.
Yeah, spiritually.
Don't know the energy.
All of that, and it's disrespectful.
And then what about when they ask them to hold your baby as well? Because my sisters will tell you, yeah, especially with my first child, yeah, I was stingy with my kids, yeah. I'd be happy that you'd want to hold her first. This is family, yeah? So when you're holding, I'm showing her off, and then everyone's like, oh, I'm like, oh yeah, nice, give back.
Yeah.
Forget.
You introduced us to hand sanitizer before the pandemic.
Oh,
I used to think Kia smelled out the sanitizer. I genuinely thought.
I took the whole bottle from the hospital when I had married, and I had married in 2010.
Yeah.
So I know about it. Remember, I bought let me smell your hands.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Where's the blanket? Where's the blanket?
Wrap that.
And then you can have the
Put that. You got your makeup on my kid.
Oh,
you
hell
never touch my kid again.
Hell
Kiss him after kid. Don't kiss the baby's face either.
Yes.
It's rude. Don't kiss the baby's hand. We're gonna wipe it after you leave and not let you touch the baby again.
I just feel like just stay away from it.
Just that move. Just watch. Just move. Just look at how we deal with the first child is very different to how we deal with the others. An example is the dummy. Yeah, judge me. My kids have dummies, so okay. So my first one with her dummy, if she dropped the dummy, it would be like a big deal. Grab the dummy, boiling water, sterilize that, Dettol in there. But with my second one now, she dropped the dummy, someone's shoe could have roll the buggy over it, kick it across the road, and just pick it out again. Take that.
No, you're lying.
No, okay, I'm exaggerating, but it's true. You don't suck it, innit? If it's like dropped it. Yeah. It's not all that. It's build up your immune system. You're alright.
The pacifier, whatever they want to call it. Don't mean
Yeah.
But she wouldn't even take a bottle, bro.
She wasn't on that.
She wasn't on
she
it.
didn't
No
on
dummy, no bottles. I had to breastfeed her.
All the time.
Yeah. And I had her in what? I think I had her in September.
See, these kids, the sacrifices we make, then they come and disrespect us anyhow.
Did you do the same to your parents?
Yeah, we did. We should talk about that. Did you have a village? You know it takes a village to raise a child. Do you feel like you had a village?
Yeah, I did, because I had to even go to college.
Okay.
I had to go back and do another 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And at that saying, I just didn't want to like flop the whole of my experience of doing something, because I was doing health and social care as well.
Yeah.
And I really wanted to take that pass and make sure I had something.
Yeah.
So when I got pregnant and I had him, I was just like, I can't not now go. I have to go.
Can't lose focus.
Yes, yeah, I'll go college. My breasts would be leaking by the time I come out. Yeah, they were heavy, and I was like, I have to do it. By the time he was 6 months.
Mm. You remember them days where someone has to point out that the patch.
They're like me and I look, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, and I can't just whip him out and give it to him because he's not with me. He's at home with my mum.
Yeah, but you can. When the baby wants it, you feel it. Yeah, wherever the baby is. So if the baby's hungry at 2 o'clock, your things start.
And it's mad. It was mad. But I actually was happy that I did that, because even when I went to college to get my certificates, I brought him. And I passed. And like it was an accomplishment for me, because I can't lie, you know when you're in the class with certain people and they're a bit bossy, oh you're pregnant, you won't be able to do certain things, and blah,
so you gotta prove them.
Yeah, you walked out with a certificate. Now a certificate means you've done the course but you ain't passed.
Okay.
I passed.
Yeah.
I was just walking out with my child like,
right.
I brought my you know, I'm pregnant with me. I was like, look, good. I was like, Mary, look, mommy passed. I was so girls. I was like, see, they push you as well, so it's like, I don't know. It was good for me.
A village is important. Yeah. I think in my perspective, well, at the beginning I was in a village because I was living in Ghana. Yeah. But I was literally in a village. Shout out the Ghanaians, you don't know. Alright. Anyway, so my dad would come, watch them. The most important part of my village now here is that it's more heads than one, so it's a better perspective.
Yeah.
Certain things we overlook or we're all in it?
Before the baby preparation stuff like baby shower, what do you guys think about the modern day like gender reveals and how everybody's kind of extra with it now?
Thank you for bringing that up. You know, when it comes to with me, I'll be real, I didn't actually have my release. I didn't have a baby shower. Sarah had a baby shower.
Okay.
My muscle did it for me. Like, he planned it with my sister.
Big up yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, King Man did our baby shower. Hey, don't hate on it though. Yeah, tell your King Man wave and
He proper did plan it for me. So it's like when it comes to like now, when I see people do like gender reveals, I can't like it. Grinds my gears. It absolutely upsets me that you know the sex of the baby, but you're gonna be like, no, that's a lie, stop the capping. Basically, gender reveals, you go to the clinic with someone. They give you the gender on the paper.
So you know what.
So you're not meant to. The mother and the father are not meant to know. Not even the mother's meant to know. Nobody. Obviously, the one person that's got the envelope, that's how I see it. The one person gets to know, and then they sort out the baby shower for you. They make sure that everything's sorted. And by the time it's time to show everyone where I've gone, it is a surprise. But there was one I see the other day with some girl, and it absolutely upset the soul out of me. I get that sometimes in life, like you want, and it's the new gender thing as well. I'm gonna talk about the new age. Some of them always, oh, I want a girl or I want a boy or whatever, how you put it. Now you can't determine what sex you're gonna have. Whatever comes. Some girl popped the balloon at her baby shower and dropped on the floor upon her belly. Tantruming like a 2-year-old because it was a boy. I said, what is the world coming to?
I'm not gonna lie.
Seriously.
So when I found out my second was a girl,
I
was with my little brother, and this is why the nurse is rude, because she was like, oh, do you know what you want? So I was like, yeah, I've already got a girl, so I'm hoping for a boy. So obviously now when you're about to tell me, you're not supposed to be excited because you already know that's not what I want. No disrespect. It's not what I want, but she didn't give me that feeling that it's not that. So she was like, oh, so do you want to know what you're having? So I was thinking, if you're saying it like that, it must be what I said to you I wanted. And then she was like, yeah, it's a girl. And my brother was like, are you not supposed to be grateful that you're having a baby? Like, and I was like, yeah, but if my third now was a girl, I wouldn't be, I'll be vexed.
No, you can't move like that.
No, everyone says that, but you have to do it. I'll be vexed because you don't want the same, like you want a version of you and your man, So you don't want the same one. I'm spitting out big K. How many versions of K? It's a racist thing now, bear K. I just wanna, I want a boy.
KKK literally.
You know. So when I had my son now, obviously, like me and my father-in-law, we got the best bond. Like he loves me more than he loves his own son. But he obviously, every time I had a baby, he called me and congratulated me well done. When I gave him his grandson, you wanna see? Hey, I got the phone call and it was like, I swear they was having a party in Ghana for me, you know. It was like, he was talking to me with a different level of respect as well. Like, you made it. He was like, yeah, well done. You did it. I thought he was a useless Westerner, but you produced it. That your ex.
Like, I'm not
That your ex. I have an auntie that gave me so many, like, at the time, I was like, what? It's random stuff. It was like a lock for a fridge. And, you know the breast milk pads for when you're leaking? And then she gave me like all these like plain, she gave me bare nappies.
When you got
bare newborn nappies. And I was like, oh, okay, it was nice. It's just a lot of stuff. But then when all the other people was giving me like the little cute little dress or the cute little this and the little shoes, I was gassed. More than I was gassed for the nappies and stuff. When your child comes now, there was times where I couldn't go Tesco for them in a buggy in the night, and I see I got 2 nappies left, and I remember saying, Auntie did bless me with the 1-2 packets of Huggies. I pulled that out, feel like, cutting it like it's money.
It's not a joke. You see the nappies? Bring them, come.
Bring the okay, so let's give them a list of things to give.
Yes,
and the baby shower. Right. We want nappies. Wipes. The bags, get the nappy bags scented as well.
No, it's needed.
If it's not scented, there's no point.
There's not.
It can still smell it. What else do we need? We need the plain baby grows over and over because your kid will soil that.
And the vest.
The vest,
bare vest.
They will soil that.
I put them in the whole bath. Just. I've done that bare times, you know.
All the expensive shoes and the coats and that. Leave that for like the godmother to get because what happens with has happened with all of my children is that they've got these really nice like branded trainers or stuff and never got a chance to wear it. Yeah, so that's like a bit of a waste of it.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes when it comes to things like that, just wait until they're a bit older, like because children grow, and that's one thing we forget. Like, oh yeah, this is my child. I just want to stunt on my I get you want your child to look cute. I'm not saying you can't go and buy your child name brand, but they grow fast.
Yeah. What are you guys' views on being proposed to at like a baby shower? Does that kind of ruin?
So is it the man proposing to the pregnant woman?
Yeah, like what are your views? Or would you want your day separate so you got an occasion? Because it's your anniversary, isn't it?
I don't know,
I feel like we're gonna offend people.
I don't know how to feel on that. I just feel like, no, leave the baby shower for the baby shower.
Nah, do that up front. When I give you the pregnancy test, show you that it's true, then you give me the ring. Exchange. Yeah.
Okay, so for somebody who wasn't planning to get pregnant and now they're pregnant at baby shower, at what stage now?
Okay, it is important to you to be engaged or married before the baby comes.
Then
I think the day the woman gives birth is more special. Like, if I gave birth and when I gave you the baby, you gave me a ring, that would be nicer. That would be nicer than
the sentiment of that is
because it's kind of like, do you know what it's kind of like? It's kind of like, so you did all that for me. I have to marry you. It's a bit sweeter then. Okay, so you're on the road, pushing your buggy, and somebody comes up to you and like the comment that you usually get, especially when they're new, is, oh, shouldn't they have a hat? I knew it. Does the baby look uncomfortable? Like, I don't know if it's just me or if it's a. Leave that in the comments as well. When someone comes and gives you unwarranted advice, how do you feel? Do you like it? Does anybody like it?
Mind your business.
Mind it.
Unless you can see like, not even that way, but I'll say it straight.
Unless my baby's hanging out the buggy in danger,
don't
come say nothing.
That's it, because
you
don't know what. Just now, you could have just witnessed a little situation that's just happened, so now you feel like your input's gonna help.
Sis, when your children are in public or you're on the phone, they act up the worst, So I might have told my child before they went in the shop, don't touch nothing. In fact, I did tell my child, I gave them the look, warn them, don't touch anything, don't ask me for nothing, don't, you see, behave yourself.
It was a
as soon as you get in the shop, he's like, oh, Mom, I love this, oh my gosh, can I have one? How much is this? I've never tasted this before. You know them lines where they want something, they're smelling it. What does this smell like? Then they start pick up things up, or they're calling you from across the store where they should be standing there, and they're like, Mom, it's a magazine. And I'm like, can you stop? And then someone will come and be like, they're just playing, And you're thinking, you know how many times I've asked this kid to be quiet today, but because you've just appeared in our life for 20 seconds, you feel like you've got an opinion, you know? So, okay, the coat, the gloves, an example I related to that. My kid might not have no gloves. That might have been the third pair of gloves I bought the kid that month, but at school, kid keep coming back with one glove. So now you see my kid with no gloves, and you're telling me something. Tell the kid. Tell the kid.
But if they actually told your kid, would you know?
Don't tell my kid nothing. So my little bit. So just shush. Just shush.
Be real. There's no point buying the pads. That's basic.
Get the big absorbent.
The big things, bro. The whole pull up everything.
Just get a nappy.
Get your nappy and get the baby's nappies. Make sure both nappies are in the bag.
Don't worry, if a man's judging you after that, it's a goal.
That way.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true, because it's a struggle.
I'll tell the truth. I did walk around with a nappy on with my last child.
Same,
yeah.
I did.
But when my kids was asking me that, because I've got older two, they were like, Mum, older 9. They were like, Mum, why have you got pull-ups on? And I was like, so the baby don't feel uncomfortable that it's the only one in the house wearing a nappy.
But wait, to be graphic, what are you wearing a nappy for? Is it after you give birth in the morning?
You're bleeding. Bare bleeding.
No, your period don't come until like 3 weeks after.
So when you've given birth, there's a period, there's a blood that comes
How
after
long
that.
is that period for roughly?
It's about 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's a long time.
And then your period comes after.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, a trick.
Like all the periods you miss, basically.
So when you breastfeed, it makes that period heavier, and it causes a contraction in your stomach. That helps you lose the belly. Yeah.
After my first.
But if you can't breastfeed, don't feel no way. Because I had drips by the time I came to my last kid. I had drips in there. Yeah? Always hungry. Yeah, people might relate to that one, right?
They are always.
So from what age? Because they're not
from birth.
From
birth. So how it starts is the baby, they're feeding and then they fall asleep on the breast. And then when they fall asleep, they're still sucking. They're full, but they're still drinking. Then they'll vomit and then drink again.
Comfort.
Yeah. School holidays, you see the meme, school holidays, the kids gonna be after they ask food all the time. And then when you get them the food, do they eat it?
They always love waste or something, but they wanted it.
How many times a day do you have to say, eat your food?
My last one be the worst with food. My middle one, she didn't have a problem. She loved the food. She was backing food like it was nothing.
Yeah.
But you see the last one?
Yeah.
All till this day.
Yeah.
Eat your food.
Yeah.
Why can you not finish your food? Your food.
Serious.
Like, you're not hungry?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so why are you still got food?
Food's all cold, they're just knocking it
Now
around.
go rewarm the food in the microwave now because you just took bare long.
I feel like a hypocrite though, because I was slow to eat, though. I was the last one at the table. Yeah, I don't care, that's it.
So is it real meals? Because snacks they'll eat, right?
That's the worst, because when you spend 2 hours trying to get them to eat their meal,
You give them a crisp.
they finish their food, they're like, Mum, I'm hungry, can I get I'm thinking, yeah, biscuit or orange.
But like the snacks food, yeah, that's what I'm saying. With the food, they want to sit there for years. You give them crisp biscuits or anything.
Yeah, that out. They'll be licking the package. Open the what's
just
the what's is
rip
the
it
best
out.
for that though. With the cheese bits, they're going out. This with the kids, yeah, I understand a lot of things they do though. I still judge them though.
Yeah, you
But
have
I'm
to.
like, yeah,
Because you have to eat food, fam, because you need to get big in it. Just take it.
Now they're always asking for something, right? Like, and when people are there, they act like you never fed them. Oh, that one.
That's the worst
That
one.
one. Great.
That's the worst one. But I just fed you.
It's
Just
alright.
gave you
but they
snack.
love food.
They come
They
in there
do.
like you're dry like the River Nile or something.
A lot of things mums do, yeah, mummies, I get onto you now.
Yeah.
I don't like it, and because you got kids, I think like, why are you doing it? It makes me judge you more, yeah? What's the baby's name now? Mary. Mary's eating digestives. Oh, would your daughter like one? And I'm like, no. Then my daughter's looking at me, man. Oh, no.
That puppy eyes thing.
Yeah. Can I have one? No. No. Nah, they're good. That's what I said. Nah, they're good. Nah, she's alright.
Yeah.
She's alright.
It's alright.
I look at the mum like, she's alright. You know, ruining my kids.
Is there really like a hierarchy? Like when I watch on TV, like the mum circle, right? Like Mum's Net.
Yeah.
Is there really like the bougie mums that try to
School
make
run.
you feel, yeah,
School
like
run, you see them. It's like a playground, yeah? It's like going back to school again. Everyone's got their cliques. Yeah, so all these mums on the school run at my kids' school, I'm talking about you. You go to the school and there's like, they even got like the goths corner and then the little, I swear with the mums, I swear, I see bare tattoos and legs and yeah, I was like, bro, what happened to them?
No, I can't. That's school and I'm on my business.
You have those that don't care.
Yeah,
They'll
that's
come in there, their comfies, their slippers and socks and their head wrap.
Only things I can't do, you're not going to see me outside in my pajamas because I'm taking my youth to school and in some way I need to look like I'm about to do something.
Yeah.
I'm doing something with my day. I didn't just wake up and just drag myself to just take them to school. Do you get me? So me, I just take them and go about my business.
I don't know if
good
you
morning, hi, good morning, bye.
Yeah.
That's it.
I
I won't stand there in the corners on the
just waiting.
See,
You're
I have a good
antisocial.
day for school and I'll go back to my house.
Trying to make friends and
No, I don't have problems with anyone in the school. That I know 1, 2 people. I have people with that family.
So would you ever do them meet up things where they want to meet up after school? Is it called
Like
Playdates?
Playdates?
Yeah.
No.
Don't like them.
No.
Don't ask me, please.
I'm very antisocial when it comes
Yeah.
to that.
Don't know.
I'm not saying I don't want my children to mix. They can mix, but I'm not sociable.
That's it. Drop your kids off
Yeah.
and you go.
Parents or mothers with one child,
Yeah.
like what kind of after school clubs or like things that they could do.
To get their kids there, like.
It's gonna be a loner really.
If it's just a one thing, just mix with the fams.
Yeah.
Mix with the
You
cousins.
have to get the cousins
You have
for
to
that
mix
as
that,
well.
and I feel like that's what's missing in this new stage and this new era of life that I can say. Because
Families,
everyone's
then.
so in social media, everyone forgets about family.
Yeah, they don't
Going
link
to
up
family
again.
times, going to grandma's house,
Same
going
thing.
to the cousin's house, going to everyone just chilling.
Yeah, because the kids can't meet up on social
they
media.
don't play out
I do that.
anymore either.
The putting out thing is peak.
Oh,
That
it's
was
peak.
life. That shaped our personalities.
Yeah, it did.
Do you remember doing that?
I
Knockdown
did.
Ginger.
I had the world of fun.
Yes.
Go on.
Do you know when them ants used to come out and be flying?
Yeah.
I used to get my skipping rope and be what?
Do you
Yeah.
remember sitting on the floor and playing with our marbles on the drains?
The
It was back then,
conkers.
our drains.
Do you remember conkers?
Yeah, I remember.
They don't have conkers. Do you see
They
conkers
still-
again?
You can still do it.
I didn't see a
But
conker in my whole
marbles was my
life.
But
You
there's
could
no
sit on the
beef.
floor and the drains were so small, like you could proper play marbles on it. Go play marbles in the drain now.
Hey, you can't even
Yeah,
leave your
can't.
kids out now.
You can't.
I would never leave my kids out on the road, man.
It's really
Yeah.
bad, man.
People coming up and talking to your kids and they think they're being friendly.
But we also didn't have the technology that they have now. So these kids have like iPads and
I don't like all of that.
YouTube.
And this is what I was gonna say,
Subscribe.
social media. Oh no, you're social people. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's good networking. It's a good for like businesses and certain things. And I get certain things that when it comes to
There's a purpose.
yeah, there's a purpose for it. But it has changed over the years because now everyone feels that they have to be a certain way, have to be a certain standard, and have to do things a certain way. I don't like that because social media has only just been around recently, man. We've been about. You get me? And you're telling me what? You have to listen to what? Oh, because you see my girl doing this with her, you must have to go and do the same thing. No.
That's what it is.
No.
I don't mind mummies putting on iPad for their children. Maybe because
No, do you know
when they put the iPad on, more time that I see it happen, the child is very quiet, and it's because the mum's got something to do. So like if you're a hairdresser and you've got to bring your child to work, you give them that, you know the child's not going to distract you. Me, when the school had the lockdown, it's the first time my kids had an iPad or even touched one. Right now, they don't know how to scroll through a phone until
No, I've got some. I've got them at my house, but I just feel like
but they're not on it
blocks
like
them.
that.
No, it blocks them because with my daughter, she did the same thing. Like as soon as I bring it out, she'd be so excited for it. As soon as I take it from her, and she starts.
Yeah, or they start to change their vibe and their mood and that. I'm like, next time they're gonna have it. If it's not gonna
I
happen.
can't keep doing that.
don't get addicted.
Yeah, they proper do.
It's a privilege. You never had them
we
things.
do. We're scrolling on Instagram, so if it's addicted to us
Right.
adults.
I can't lie to you. I know you see with that as well, yeah. Because I felt that way, but I hate social media. I'm hard on my phone. I'm hardly. I have my phone, but one thing with my children, if you ask them how many times you see a mummy on their phone, she will be like, really?
Really?
Sometimes
My kid told me.
I will. Where's my phone? I can't find my phone in the house sometimes.
My kid come to me the other day, yeah. She's just it's the one that's like me, yeah. And she just talks real, you know. She's real. She ain't gonna sugarcoat anything. She's not all bitter fairies. She was like, Mum, you're always on your laptop. And I couldn't even say nothing. It's true.
They can see it.
Like for the last few weeks, because I've been trying to like set up certain things.
Yeah.
So I had a purpose, but it was true. I'm always on my thing. So now in front of them, I'm making sure I'm reading more as well, so that they can see me with a book and not just a laptop. Yeah.
I got a question on the topic of social media before you came.
Say
here.
it's not my question.
What do you think
Yes, my question.
of mothers that create
I don't know,
Instagram
it's
pages
the
for their
same thing.
babies and put the captions pretending that the baby's talking? Like, what do you think of?
So if you're not a
Instagram
celebrity,
pages for kids?
don't do
I was
that.
gonna ask the same
If
thing.
you're not famous,
Don't
you
leave it.
look man.
Yeah.
The part you said about them trying to talk like they're the kid.
Yeah, like, I had a
Mummy
good time
made
with
me
Mummy
wear
today.
this today. Like that makes it worse. Because if you're gonna talk like you're the kid, you have to talk about other people then. Yeah, you can't talk about yourself.
Cute, yeah, I get it, but like you said, leave it for the celebrities.
Or just put
Yeah.
the baby's picture on your page.
Yeah,
Like,
do that.
Like, why does the baby got a whole like?
Why you need so much
Internet auntie.
That's weird.
Like,
What's so special about your kid?
I don't even think it's special.
No,
I just think
it's true.
like-
There is. What's so
Safeguarding.
special? Like, not even a thank you, and that's what it is. It leads down to like everyone's open. It's an open field.
People are scared of like and stuff on it. It's like doing the opposite. You're literally creating
It's an open book.
Can we touch on that? Since this is deep it and we're touching on everything.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm like one of them over paranoid mothers, but I don't let my child or my children go to no sleepovers. I don't care how well I know you. I don't care if your kid and my kid is best friends. I don't know which man you have or woman you have in the house and how they're moving, the older sibling. My kid ain't sleeping nowhere.
Yeah, I'm alright with it when it comes to family.
Yeah.
But anything like a school friend.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah, different mums, different struggles.
It's
What
true.
did you have any that
Yeah.
you had to?
Like with Mari, I lost weight. First, I lost weight. I think with the first one, you always lose the weight straight away, you snap back. Second, it took me a little while. But it's a stretch marks for me. It was the itchy belly. I'm trying to get it back. But then I actually put on weight after my second. And I feel like because she was a girl, it was more of the just comfort eating, just chilling. But now I just feel like after my third one, I was like, yeah, we can't be having this food pin and all of these things because it's not about. You just couldn't lose it. I don't know what it is. It just feels like once you
Set like that.
First time, third one. By the time your third one, your belly just is on its own thing now.
Once you get pregnant, yeah, it's not about you. You don't get a chance to rest. If you're sick, don't matter. If you're on your time of the month, if you're going through depression, you still have to click on mummy mode.
have to keep pushing, but
I'll
it's
be
just,
quite. You cannot not answer it just to one because you talked about depression.
Yeah, go
People
ahead.
always talk about postnatal depression.
Mhm.
People don't talk about you can get depressed during the pregnancy, before it,
Yeah.
after, how
Yeah.
it lasts. Did you guys experience anything like that?
no.
Hormones.
I think it's the hormones.
Hormones are wild.
They are. It's like you don't know what's happening. You can't be a thing on it. You just don't know, innit? Like,
That's why you have to be nice to the mummies.
Yeah.
When they're pregnant, be nice. They don't know they're mad. They're off, yeah? They've lost the plot. They don't know why or how, but they're happy.
But I feel like the advice that you should give, like that I would give, is just with me when it comes to pregnancy, mind your own business, and I don't mean in that way of like,
it's true though.
you know, any other way. Just mind your own business. Don't worry about anyone else. Just worry about you.
Yeah.
And just get it done, because you know, even saying that, I've experienced that with people not enjoying pregnancy.
Yeah.
It happens. But it's just more or less that just think about it as the child's coming. I've never experienced postnatal depression.
Haven't you?
No. I feel like I don't know. They just.
I mean, I was depressed before the kids, so I can't really tell what's going on since I've had them. Yeah. I feel like just sent us these kids to humble us, you know, calm us down quick. Because enough times where we'd get into something and we would have handled it a different way before we became parents. Now, you know,
it's not a joke.
Like,
it's not a joke.
By
You have
force.
to. Because even I'm speaking to people and I'm outside with my children, I gotta watch how I speak and how I say certain things, so they're not looking at me as like, right, mum, like you're always mad or something.
Yeah.
So when it comes to certain situations, I always make sure like I look at my surroundings, look how my children are looking at me, and make sure I come across knowing that there's ways and different ways of communicating with people. You don't always have to be angry.
Yeah.
You get me? So you're right with that, because I have definitely humbled all the way down.
Mummies.
Now that mine's oldest as well, going into secondary school.
Yeah. Mummies, you mess up, you know. Mummies, you mess up. Tell them you mess up. It's alright if you mess up, yeah? Sometimes we shout at our kids and then I'll go to bed and be like, oh my gosh, when she's older, she's gonna never speak to me. She ain't gonna answer my calls. Yeah. They forget they're resilient, they're good. But we mess up sometimes, and the difference in generations now is we're more inclined to apologize to our kids.
Yeah.
See, like if I overreact, I will say to my daughter, I say my daughter, because my son's 2 in it, so I don't really have much in-depth conversation with him. But I'll say to them like, do you know what? Yeah, I didn't like that, but mummy didn't have to overreact like that. Do you get me? Or yeah, I was upset.
Yeah,
do you get me?
as well,
I apologize. I feel like it's really important, because there's nothing worse when you lot was kids. Yeah, you remember being a kid and then you know that it was mummy that messed up. You was right in that situation, but they don't care how
You kind of apologize.
yeah, that's it. They'll knock the door. You get that knock on the door. They open it like this. You're right. After you're there, you got beaten, so you're suffering in it. Okay. Yeah.
You're hungry.
Suffering.
No.
Yeah. What do you mean?
I
I'm
want
hungry?
the food, but obviously they want the food.
When we was growing up, it was about girls trap man. Man who trap. Look me in my eye. Man who trap you. See if you get.
They say we trap them, but they can go out and flowers and they be out here like, yeah.
Over 25.
No, we have to look for babysitter. If there's no babysitter, who has to be at home?
Listen, Pitney can't hold mum again, yeah?
No.
Pitney can't hold mum again. Listen, they will trap you, yeah? Cause every time my baby father feel like say I leave and go somewhere and just hold that bitch. Take that. About that. Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. They'll chat you. Sex. You ain't gonna watch this. You know, it's not YouTube, man. It's not online.
Oh, I love it.
I'll tell you.
It's true. I agree on that bit.
No, yeah,
You're gonna be out here living your best life.
especially that they don't have to do the whole.
Yeah, you take the test and all of a sudden you're like, no drinking, no partying.
Can't do nothing.
Can't do nothing.
Oh,
don't lift up.
Some mums be
I'm
out there in the
disabled.
gym doing. Man, some mums be
I like
doing up gym and all that. Big up yourself.
I like that.
Let me know what your diet is. Yeah.
Because I couldn't even walk upstairs.
I was lazy.
Yeah.
It's worse. Okay, so when you're pregnant, yeah, you feel like, especially if you've been pregnant, you feel like, oh, am I pregnant? You get the little symptoms. Might be like the breast is tender or something. But when you find out for sure you're pregnant, drama. You want to see dramatics? I'll be there like, I'm tired, I can't even. Uda, can you pass me? Yeah, everything's, can you pass me that?
Crying over this.
I'm sitting down all dramatic, and then your belly's put tight. Yesterday, put tight. You didn't know you're pregnant, but now you know you're pregnant. Belly's out there. You're yeah,
It's magic.
Every time you sit down,
It's very magic.
it's like, what, you're 3 months, but you're struggling to sit down. I'm dramatic. But that's how I get him to stop chapping me, because I'm like, do you remember how mad I was when I had my hormones? Do you remember how crazy I was? Do you remember? Yeah? Do you want that? Now my hormones have worn off, and we can have a conversation. I don't start crying and try to say something. Yeah, let's leave it like that, yeah?
Yeah. What do you guys think of like modern day maternity shoots?
I think it's really cute.
Yeah, I'm jealous because I ain't done one.
I was about to say the same thing. They're jealous. I'm just like, oh, where's mine?
You can have another baby for it.
I'm gonna have to.
I'm not photogenic like that, so
I'm not, but I just love the fact that like you just have that picture.
I love the flowing ones.
Yeah,
I like the little.
I just love it. Like, and then you go back on it, it's the year, and you just see the bit, like the picture, and you're just thinking, God, look at the belly.
Do you know what I like about maternity shoots as well? That one is like fair for the single mums, because it's all nice if you have a maternity shoot and daddy's in the back. Love to all the dads.
Yeah.
But you see, when the mum's there by herself, you don't think, oh, where's the dad? It's about mummy and the baby. It's about the bump. It's about like her. It's her stage.
Yeah, I agree.
So it's like really special for all mums. When you have that thing flinging, you know what it is? Like a little blanket,
something.
Something in the wind, the water. You see them in the water.
And they're just laying there.
Nah, you look amazing.
I love it.
What's your view on circumcision?
I don't mind. But I just.
Some people feel like it's mutilation, so you shouldn't do it.
I feel like whatever you want to do with your son,
that's it.
You.
That's it. Whatever you do with
I'm
your
not judging you, circumcised or not. Still do it.
So with my situation,
not like that obviously. I'm just saying.
Sure.
Still do it.
With my situation, obviously I don't judge either way. That was literally all down to dad.
Okay.
Because he's a boy, it's like if it was a female situation, I'm gonna have the final say on that. If it was something to do with the private parts of a female, like learning about their periods and all that stuff, he shouldn't even sitting on that. That's about me. So when it comes to the manhood, literally, that's daddy. That's you two. Talk to your dad, and obviously with his culture, to a lot of Ghanaians, that's part of rites of passage. Okay. So that had to be done, and we we found a Jewish man, a rabbi, and I like him, you know. Yeah, I rate him, because at first we was trying to keep it in the culture. We wanted to find a Ghanaian guy, but the Ghanaian guy, he was cool, but he didn't have a long history of doing this, and you're not about to experiment on my shit. But the rabbi, his dad was doing it and taught him, so he grew up learning it. So it's a family, this is his bloodline, it's his lineage. You're ordained to do them things.
Makes sense.
And he had a lot of similar values. Every man do his thing.
That's what I'm saying.
A little way different. Yes, my mom's gonna be proud for that one. Ideally, in a perfect world, as a parent in general, it's not just a mummy struggle, this is a parent struggle. Especially if you have more than one child. Quality time with your children is really difficult, in my opinion, because you don't want to lose yourself and not be doing anything with your lives, or you're working, or you might be like, whatever you're doing for yourself, I feel like if you throw yourself all in on this mummy thing and say, okay, I'm gonna give my children my full attention, you're not gonna get anything done. Like, we still need to cook the food, we still need to wash the clothes, we still need to clean the house, we still need to call this place, we need to book the appointment, we need to do the hair. There's no time to give each child. So the more kids you got, it's different. But I went to a parenting class and they basically said start off with 15 minutes per kid. So they're saying like, that's like 45 minutes in a whole hour for me with 3. And they say, give them, like, let the other children be doing something completely different. They can't get involved. And just you and the kids, whether it's just that you're listening to them talk, or you're drawing a little picture, or you show them, whatever little something. And that don't even have to be every day. That could be like on Saturdays. It's just how you start it. So on Saturdays, I'm going to find 15 minutes in a day to give each child my little 15 minutes. If there's 2 parents there, cool, you swap kids, you get me? Yeah. Let the other kids know, no, this is so-and-so's time, you're gonna get your time, it's just you. Just you, they can't come, so sit down. Yeah, my business. This one's time. So yeah, you go and you give them the little 15 minutes, and then they'll feel like they're important. They'll look forward to that. Every Saturday they know, okay, like school's finished on a Friday. Saturday it's me and mummy now. I'm gonna get my 15 minutes. So they start to plan, like, this is what I'm gonna talk to mum about. Or I'm gonna get my LOL toys and we're gonna do that. Or do you get me? I'm gonna show them my diary. And it's so important, because then your child doesn't grow up feeling like you didn't care or you neglected, and you don't feel guilty for not having all the time in the day to be given them.
True.
Schools are violating their
The schools are violating. Pick up yourself for the truth that you're talking.
Tell
Yeah?
them about the book.
Oh.
Okay, so first off, big up the teachers, yeah? Love or no. Because see, when lockdown happened and I was stuck with my own children all the time, I realised, say, you know what? Yeah, it was hard for you lot. So I got a different level of respect. And when the teacher tells me my kid's acting out, I will take it serious, yeah? Yeah, I rate it. Because I've got 10, 3, and it's already a struggle. So imagine having like 30, and you can't even talk to them like it's your kid. You can't even be like, hey Johnny, what you doing? You can't even do that. You gotta be like, please everybody sit down. Yeah, you know how we was with our teachers in school. Hey, our teachers at school, especially the supply teacher, they used to have them crying, the veins in their neck popping. Yeah, but at school now, the school's too involved in. I believe the school's too involved in the kids. My kids keep coming home and telling me that they're learning about things I'm not ready for them to learn about. Yeah? Because one time my kid come and tell me she learned about Christopher Columbus. And my ears pricked. I was like, oh, what did you learn about him? The jam blasted liar. Yes, I know they didn't tell you that. What did you learn about Christopher Columbus was sailing on a boat? I was like, and then I have to try, because I'm ras, yeah? Yeah. I've got to try unhotepi. But really, I want to say, do you want to know what Christopher Columbus was doing? Hey! On them boats, on them trips, yeah? Trying to sell man out like he was doing good things. Was it Churchill? Yeah? Yeah. All them people you're chatting to these kids about in school.
But now they're getting contraception over the counter now.
You giving who contraception?
Yeah, basically my daughter could go to the GP right now and say, can I get contraception? I would not know about it.
A child?
Yeah, I'm not saying a child. I'm not saying that they're doing it. I don't even know what the age is. But they said it's over the counter.
Yeah, you're not an adult.
16,
Yeah,
you
over the
can
counter.
go and get it. Bro.
No,
they're not. See, this is what I mean. These places, they don't think about mums like us. Cause see, when I walk into the GP, start slapping things off the counter. You're gonna say, which doctor gave my kid contraception? I said, Dr. Frankenstein.
It's the pills.
Hey, so it's something in your body on top.
That's the thing, and you're not even saying, oh, the guy should get condoms. You
It's
want
the girls
to
To
be
put things in
unsafe.
their body.
In their box.
And-
Thank you.
And
So they kept the same kid I'm spending £40 a month on CMOS skiing them. You wanna now put this sitting in and ruin it?
Yeah, for
what's
free.
it called? I can't remember. Hannah?
It's a pill. Only reason why I know, because I was on the pill. And
They're
I stopped
giving
taking
kids the pills and that. Now, sex education, even contraception, pregnancy, whatever they want to speak to children about, it is the parents' choice. Because religion and culture is a factor in it, yeah? So at the end of the day, even Christmas, it doesn't have to be something sexual or serious. Even Christmas, I might not want my child learning about the pagan practices of Christmas. Me personally, I want my kids to enjoy it because I enjoyed Christmas when I was a kid.
Same.
I don't have no tinsel in my house, but my mum's gonna have big F-off tree. Tinsel, lights, everything.
My granddad, I have a tree.
Yeah, no, dude, that's what I'm saying. If my mum didn't have it, I'd have it. If my mum didn't have it in her house, I would definitely have it because they have that.
Mummy don't have it in my
But
house.
you better give me that choice.
Yeah.
It's not by force. Because then my kids are coming home talking about how come I didn't get Christmas present and stuff. School is to teach your child. Yeah? Education is to educate them. If you wanna branch out of maths and English and the regular subjects, then talk to them about savings and investments.
Thank you.
Yeah, talk to them about things that's gonna actually help them. Give the children meditation classes. Yeah.
I see when some teachers did in America, and obviously, you know the people that get sent out of class.
Yeah,
They'll
little
do
bad kids
yoga.
like me.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, yeah,
they'll sit and do yoga.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be doing no silliness. They'll be sitting there and doing it.
But how much would that have helped us when we were growing up? Our temper.
We're just a bit angry. We're a bit angry.
Angry. We could be focused. We be calm. If you do that in assembly, imagine 10 minutes assembly. All the kids, or 1-2 will be giggling.
Yeah,
But you
it
center
would be
yourself.
nice.
Now class starts. You're focused.
Yeah.
Breakfast Club was one of the best things. And who's that guy? Rashford. Marcus Rashford. Bless you. Can I see when that text came? And I could convert it to any of the supermarkets. And I had to do the shopping, and I knew these kids was gonna start begging an orange.
Fam.
So you'd have to top up the extra.
But it was amazing.
It was a
So
blessing.
you guys actually benefited from Mum?
I benefited from that. It's a blessing. Yeah, and that's so important. Because there's a lot of mums and dads that don't have, like, so they're thinking, oh, how are we gonna get through this? And then the kids is eating rations, you know.
But when it did come in, I swear I'll just see it and be like, boy, we gotta go shopping today.
Yeah, man, it was big. It was really
nice.
important.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a big. all parents need to be following him just for that.
And he's from Manchester.
Okay.
So imagine you guys, wherever you are, in London, are benefiting from that.
Nah, that was amazing. That was really amazing.
And if at all, children should contribute to the house, like rent and stuff.
Yeah. So what do you think about children paying rent and that?
Bro, they could.
Yeah, go.
I was gonna say they could pay in chores, bro.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
earn
that.
your stay. I feel like
Even as teenagers or
at teenagers, I feel like
coins.
they don't have to get a job.
Yeah,
Then when they get their job, they should know, right? You know
you have to earn that money. You have to work for it.
And they'll start putting things back in your pocket.
It's true.
Do you know what I heard of my ex-partner? His dad used to take money from him every month, like I think it was like between £200 and £500 a month. And then after like 5 years, his dad gave him back all the money as a deposit for his house.
Big.
And I thought that was really, really big. Because it teaches them the discipline of having to pay.
Yeah.
But also the daddy of making sure that
He had something.
Yeah.
I saw that as well.
Yes. I like the idea of, example, if you're giving me 200 a month, I'm gonna keep 100 and put that towards the bills, and then I'll be keeping the other 100 towards your deposit, first month's rent. You see, and then 1, 2 furniture you're gonna need in your house. But I'm not gonna tell you that though.
I think if they're in education, they shouldn't have to pay anything. Any form of education. I think whether it's college, even university. I don't mean like if you're 40 years old and you're re-going to uni. But I mean like if you're still in education, I think you should get all the support you can. I think from the moment you start to have an income, you should contribute. I don't think you should have like hefty bills. Rent is not your...
What you're saying is right.
Yeah, you should contribute because it makes life work for everyone.
I feel like that as well.
The parents' job is to help the child better themselves. So if you're bettering yourself, I have to support that. I don't want you to have that added stress of now trying to take the time you could be studying, to be trying to earn money.
But the flip side is when you like coddle your child too much, they don't know any kind of life skills.
Yeah, because when they're walking out of the house with Gucci and they don't know how to pay for it.
Exactly.
And then because I've seen girls doing that right now.
They don't know how to prioritize and buy name brand, and then when they move out, they can't afford it.
And I've actually been seeing that. You're getting your mum to buy you all the name brand stuff, and now your mummy ain't giving it to you or your daddy. Where are you getting it from? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I have to try to teach your kids not to watch
from
face.
Early, from early, man.
But as an adult, it's even hard to not do that. So imagine trying to teach your kids that.
I know, it's true. It's minding your business and knowing how to go about certain things. I could be on social media now, I could look through Instagram and see certain things, but if something's influencing me or making me feel a certain way, then it's come off of it.
So do you not feel
feel
like you should be monitoring, like, we're talking about teenagers now though, do you think you should be monitoring your teenagers like internet history and on their phone? If you got a 16-year-old, are you going to be going through their phone and that?
I don't think internet history.
Not history,
but I will
be their chats and stuff.
You would take the child's phone and look through it.
Not even on their behalf. Like I'll one day pop in rooms, you know what?
Just go through.
Do you know what I mean? Oh shit. You know?
On a random, just because they can delete if they know you're gonna ask.
Exactly. Right. So you just kind of randomly give a pop up.
Some people say it's their privacy or infringing on.
No, because that's your child, and then when your child's in jail or has murdered someone,
pick up the
or it's flipping missing and all these things because
some weirdos on their phone texting them, asking them for pictures, and they never told you. You see, you gotta check it out.
You have to check it out. Because that's how boys get that's how boys get caught as well.
So I saw this video. I didn't see the whole story, but it was recent. And this mum, our auntie, you know what our auntie is. She came into the shop, and the one schoolgirl had a problem with her daughter. Don't know what the issue was, but she ended up like they were arguing. The girl was like giving it to auntie, you know, and then auntie ended up putting her hand on the girl. So that's when everyone was like, they're both wrong. But
what do you guys think in that specific situation now that you have kids?
So it's like, what I wanted to say with that is like, with me, first of all, my kid can't never be chatting to no big woman like that. Yeah, don't ever talk to auntie like that. It's better you shut auntie down and come tell me what auntie did than let me talk to auntie like that. Don't talk to auntie like that. 1. 2, if any woman or man or creature that came out of the corners of the planet raise hand to my you.
My child's in the right.
Your need to.
Which right? Hey, problems. Me and you's got. Hey, raise your hand to my kids. You happen.
You talking about the chicken shop video?
Yeah.
The only reason why I'm conflicted.
I haven't seen it.
It shows halfway through the
you don't know the whole thing.
And the girl had her back to us.
And she turned around and said, like,
she clearly was trying
get out
to
my face
ignore
or something. Yeah.
But sometimes, I don't know, like the way obviously you guys know how my mum is. No matter what the case is.
Yeah.
But I, as an adult, have come across some
older women who are just genuinely wicked.
What did the auntie
unhappy.
do? What did the
Yeah.
auntie do?
She was, I think she was talking about her outfit or something. I don't know what
The girl was like, "Can you leave me alone?" And the auntie was upset about the problem that the girl had with her daughter, and so then the girl started to talk to her a certain way. So then the auntie was like, "Is this how you're talking to me?" She's like, "Yeah, I don't know you." And then she was like, "This is what you're doing." And she was like, "No, no, no." And then the auntie ended up like getting more vexed, and then she was like not having it because her friends are there, innit? So she's trying to show off in front of her friends. You're making her look mad. It's like it's a horrible position.
I think Auntie threatened to slap her.
Yeah.
And the auntie just slapped her.
Yeah, she slapped her in the car. Yeah, I just saw the hand get to the face of the car.
No, I saw.
Yeah, she did hit her. She hit her.
And the obviously girl had food in her hands, and the food fell out of her hand, and then all the friends rushed into the camera to separate.
Okay, because she could have got jumped. Auntie could have got jumped.
No, but luckily the kids just.
No, but it's a real life situation. You have to be careful because if I'm out there trying to defend, like, see, like this, if I'm auntie now, someone's upset my kids, and I'm there trying to run my mouth thinking I'm a big woman. This is not the days it used to be, you know. Them kids will turn around and bust your ass and then it's worse for your kid the next day because now it's like, oh, I'll beat you up and I'll beat up your mom.
How old was the girl?
You know what I'm saying? She was like about 15 years, 16. You could tell that she started puberty. She wanted auntie to leave her alone, and she didn't like the embarrassment.
And she wasn't rude.
So it wasn't fair. It was an unfair situation to put her in. Yeah, but it's like we was taught though a time to like humble. And my sister's probably looking at me like, yeah, you was taught, but you don't always know when to shut your mouth when it comes to adults. That's true. Yeah, I've got grey hair. I feel like I can get away with something. Yeah, but no, I just say my advice to aunties or mums that try to intervene, don't do it. Cause one, them kids couldn't jump you, have you out there looking mad. Imagine getting dragged across the street by someone's ghetto you. Not
Really?
in front of your kid.
I would say get involved, just know when to leave it. I'm not gonna fight with no little children.
That's what I'm saying, but what if they put their hand on you first?
No, but for example, if I see Amanda's when I'm driving and I'm in my car, it's different. I pull over or whine on the window and shout at the kids. I leave my own. I get involved. I can't watch bad breed children. If they're doing their own thing, cool. But if someone's in danger or any of that stuff, like, or they're fighting, I can't walk.
If it can be calm, I'll talk to them. But kids here are different. I'll give you a quick story of how they're different. In London, there's kids outside trying to get my baby to sleep, and they're being a bit loud outside. The way I had to get them quiet was to be a bit rude. So I had to open the window and be like, "Hey, what you not doing?" See, like I was like, "Hey, yeah." They were like, "Oh, okay," kind of thing. But if I had come and be like, "Could you not be quiet?" They would have been like, "Shut up."
Egg your window.
Like, shut up your mouth. I go in Ghana now. I'm in the taxi, and there's these kids, and there's they're an uncompleted building, and there's like rubble and bricks and broken stuff, but it's in a pile, in it, red dust. And there's about 8 kids between 7 and 13. They're all jumping, running about. So I'm thinking like they're gonna hurt themselves, they're gonna cut themselves. So in my head, I know they're gonna cuss me like the kids in the UK probably would try, but I'm ready for it. So I must have wound down the window because I'm still mummy and I still want to make sure they're okay. So I was like, "Hey, you lot, get down. It's dangerous." They were like, "Oh, sorry, mom, sorry, mom." They all got down. They all stood there. I thought, if this was London,
If somebody said like, "Look, you're like for one day, you can go back in time where you don't have kids, or it's even as you are now."
What advice for new mums?
That's boring. What would you do today if somebody said, "Look, your kids are going to be in a safe Disneyland. We don't have to worry. They basically don't exist for a day."
And a plane. Yeah, I don't want to see anyone.
I don't want mum just
I did that for 3.5 weeks, blood.
Huh?
I did that for 3.5 weeks,
Any
4 years ago.
Any question you ask, England just wants anyone else.
To get out, to get away.
I'm already building my house and backyard.
Okay, I've got a way to answer it. When my children leave the house for a few hours, the first thing I do is clean up.
Same.
And it's dumb, yeah, but it works because then you can, when you get the extra time, you can enjoy it. If it's not clean, whatever you do after that is a stress.
Yeah.
So you start to bleach because you can't really bleach when the kids is about, yeah. So I be getting the Dettol, splashing that, just and I be playing
so
music,
hard.
enjoying the whole vibe.
So I asked you guys.
Wait, no, we're getting to it. We're getting to it. We're getting to it.
Well, that's why they're not just.
So we'll clean.
We have to.
Once we've cleaned, if I get to eat and have a quick smoke with no
Yeah, I
noise.
think I'll sleep and smoke all day.
Oh my days, if I get that
Yeah,
one
yeah,
draw
that
with
one,
no disturbance or no boom boom, I hate that. Every time I take a draw, yeah, boom boom. Ah, I bleed, bro, I'm gonna bleed, and then plaster.
It's the boom booms for me, but
It's a boom boom, you think what happened?
Oh,
What did they break? Are they broken? Yeah. And then if you hear the
that's the cry, yeah. When you hear the boom, and the cry, you have to get up and run.
Yeah, you can't. You're just uneasy.
Yeah.
So if the place is clean, and I get a good minute to read a book or watch a Real Housewives or some ratchet shows, some foolish. Yeah, no disturbance. Hey, that's amazing. That's why we're saying fly, because you just want to get away. So advice for mums, I'd say, is routine. Everyone says that, like, you have to have your dishes done the night before. This sounds small to people that maybe not be in this situation, but it's true. You have to have your dishes done the night before, so when you wake up, the bowls are there, like little things like that. If I woke up and I'm half asleep and the kids are, oh, I'm hungry, then I've got to now wash dish to put their food out. So pattern yourself, but when they go to bed, clean up, sort out their uniform from the night before. Yeah, make sure everything's cushy so that things just roll smooth.
So preparation is key.
Yeah, you have to prepare. And then these kids are dramatic, so if they fall over, they'll always just find out.
It's alright, come. Let me see what happened. What's wrong?
Because when a baby cries, you know what cry it is. Like if it's a hunger cry, you learn after a while.
Yeah.
If it's a hunger, if they're scared, you can tell. Same like kids, when they fall, when I have to do, and that's how it goes. It goes do. Yeah, then I just think, is that
But you know if it's a serious.
Yeah, no, I can tell. Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, you always tell. Sometimes they'll come and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, the dramatic cries are the worst ones though. Those are the ones that just annoys them.
Calm down.
Like, yeah,
but as siblings, we know that. Because remember when you was roughing with your sibling and you might just smack them and then they start screaming, and you think, oh, mum's gonna hear that. Shush.
The mum comes like, stop your nose, man.
So you just want to get your sibling in trouble.
Okay, let's end on that, Pitney. Name something that you've done as a kid. Like, what struggle have you given your mum? What? I'm gonna start one. I ran up a phone bill, so we had house phone, and my mum teaches. My mum taught at the time African dance every Wednesday. So I acted like I didn't want to go African dance. Now I loved it, but I just wanted to be on the phone. So I'm chatting to a man, yeah. I was chatting to a man. No, I was chatting to a man on the phone. You know, the house phone, and you just that's how you on it. Yeah. So I went to house phone. Every time I hear the keys coming, it's like, yes, mama's coming. My mum don't play, I'm at school and I get a tannoy. Can you please come to the office, please? Yeah, tannoy. She called the school. She didn't even go. Oh. Yeah, she called the school because BT had either called her and said your bill is higher than it usually is. Are you gonna be able to pay this? Them days, that's what they do. Them 0171 days. So they told her like your bill's like a good £200-300 more than it usually is. Because it weren't just Wednesdays. When she go to bed, I was also on the phone. But Wednesday, I get hours, you see. So she's called the school now. So I thought it was nothing, because I'm always getting called to the office. So I'm just, hey, what have I done this time? I go to the office, they're like, oh, your mum wants you at home. So then I'm thinking, oh, I just have to think, what did you do? Like, oh, did I steal something? Yeah. Did I lie? Did I break something? So I'm on my way home, and as I reached my road, I deeped it. So as I reached my road, I deeped it and I took out my phone and I snapped my SIM. Cause I was like, his number's gonna be in there. You see, I knew it's like the whole time I didn't know, but when I was getting to the door, I knew. And my brain don't think logic, so I snapped the SIM, but she got BT to send her the thing with a number on it. So she asked me. Phone. Yeah, but you don't have credit, Yeah, so she asked me, she was like, oh, did you use my house phone? I was like, no, I want to leave my brother. No, don't even have someone to call. No. So she's like, all right, cool. There's a number that's been called this many times. I'm gonna call it back. I was like, you know, cause this time I know my mum, she'll cuss out the guy as well. You know, then the relationship's over. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember what happened after that. I don't know if I blacked out, I got dashed out, I don't know. But yeah, I didn't use the house phone again though. Didn't play with their money. But you don't know when you're a kid. I never knew that it was like big money I was racking up.
That's true.
Especially in them times. Yeah. Your mum might be like trying to put food on the table, keep the electricity going. All the things that you don't know now.
What you're actually.
Yeah, and back in them days, the phone bill was like 200, 300 That's wild.
Yeah,
that's expensive now.
Like, we're not poor anymore, but them days.
Up.
Yeah, that's poor. Remember cereal with no milk? There was a time.
There was that time.
I don't remember that boy. I used to think, why did Dad always give us jelly? Yeah. Then when I was an adult, when I went to the shop, it was 12 pence. I was like, nah. So in your day, it was like 7 pence. That's what you did. Yeah. What about you? Confess. Confess.
Alright, one that I remember was school. I was in year 11. Obviously, Idiot, smoking in the girl toilets. Someone baited out the thing. Yeah, it's me, Anderson. Snitch. Yeah, bro. And then obviously,
But you think you didn't know that teachers could smell that from outside, no?
No, but clearly they could smell, but they didn't know what it was.
Okay.
But they was just like,
They knew.
but yeah, they would.
Yeah. Draw her out, say they.
No, don't do
I don't even know who was a snitch, you know. I swear down. There was 3 of us that was in the toilet and then we got to the office and then basically I got excluded, innit? But they sent me to some next school for like 16 days.
And then like the naughty schools. Aye. Hey, them ones.
So I was in the school, man, and basically once you're in school in this place, you can't leave.
Right.
If you leave, they're calling your parents.
Yeah.
So dickhead Mina wanted to go follow friend and left and just went outside the gate. The gate closed and they wouldn't let us back in. They called my mum. This was the day before my birthday, my 16th.
And you've already been excluded already.
remember it.
She's already vexed with you because you've already been excluded.
Day before my 16th birthday. Yeah, but my mum beat me with a sneaker stick. Because my dad, because my dad had the old school. The other one you can screw off.
Okay,
Yeah,
name things that either you got beat with or you've heard people get beat with. Hey, you know, if you're a parent, yeah, if your mum was strict or your dad was strict, as grandparents, they're different. You be all telling them what wild things your kid did, thinking that they're gonna draw out for the belt like they did for you, and they're like, oh, it's not my me.
When we had time to be bad, you were still being bad.
It's true, you know. It's true.
It's in comparison as well. They're thinking, oh, she's not Kate.
Yeah, no. He wasn't even mad back there. I can't lie, but I always get in trouble from.
I seen my dad draw for a curtain word before. I don't know how painful that is, but I've seen him like the fact that he had to get up there and draw it down. It was dramatic alone. You know, it was
them
like,
eyes are ticking. No joke. And then my nan had a belt with spikes on it. My dad brought it
she had
all
a
the time.
belt with spikes.
But he didn't beat us with it. He was
Yeah,
just
just
for
to
prep.
shock
Yeah.
you.
And we were
that one's worse, isn't it? When you know the punishment's coming.
Yeah, boy. Bare things, everything, anything you pick up. Phone, wire.
Our mum used to beat us in syllables.
That one. The syllable bit. Don't do that.
Did it?
You doing that.
The drapes is the best. I'm queen of drapes, yeah? It's an art to it, yeah? You grab here at a slight diagonal, yeah? You lock the family
You did a drapes tutorial.
twist, yeah, and then you wrench it. When daddies talk,
It's like they listen, yeah, they just storm like, okay, that's.
yeah, daddy said
Mommy talks to you just like, what you heard? I said, okay, mom.
I think you like subconsciously give daddy the
It don't work. I feel like it's the base your
I
voice.
can't lie.
Your kids listen to me. All kids listen to me.
Do you know why? Because you know why? They will
Not mummy.
They will listen to everyone else.
Oh,
but
I
mummy.
see.
That trait is true.
Yeah.
They will listen to everyone else and behave for everyone else, but mummy. Because like, as soon as you're around them, they know it's you. You're their comfort.
They test you.
They're your
When you try to discipline my kids, they'll see what they can get away with first. With daddy, they know they can't get away with that at all. With mummy, it was just like the wind to them. Like, they don't care.
Yeah, because
they know we're soft as well. We're gonna lock them up anyway. So
Exactly.
they,
And they see us 24/7.
don't let them jiddles you.
Yes,
Don't let them
Stop that.
jiddles you. Anyway, this has been fun. Thank
has
you
been
so
lovely.
much. If you got more mummy struggles, put them in the comments. If you can relate, let us know what you relate to, what your biggest struggle is. How was your pregnancy? What advice do you have for new mums? And yeah, what you did as a kid that stressed out your parents and the karma's coming back to you now. I'm Kay, your favourite cousin. This is Yamina, and this has been Deep It with Kay. Thank you. Yes. Love, 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 bless.